And begin.
Oh my gosh, I am out of jail. Wait, I don't want to talk over here. Just the General Assembly. But oh my gosh, I got arrested for like running on the ground with chalk here at Occupy, and the officer arrested me, and he like told me about how much of a delinquent I was, and they all took me and put me in jail. And since I didn't have enough money to pay for my bail, I basically served 3 days of prison time for drawing on the ground with chalk, not being convicted of anything, not actually being sentenced, but basically sitting in jail waiting for Wednesday, which was my court date. And it was, I searched for words to describe the experience. If you have never been to jail, you don't understand what it is like. Sometimes your brain goes into this state of like hibernation. It's just, what? Oh, your brain goes into this state of hibernation. You don't. There were days when I would just sit at the wall and stare and stare and stare, and time would just stand still, and I wouldn't even. My brain just like, I wanted to be free so badly, and I never really understood how beautiful a gift freedom is until I lived there in this dorm, crowded dorm with all these women who, bless them, but they weren't exactly polite society, in other words. A lot of them were aggressive, a lot of them were very bitchy, and they have this strange alternate jail culture that exists between these individuals who are there for months, years. It is a hierarchical system. It is one. No, relax, the dog will bite me. Oh my God. Bitch, I love you. I love you.
Chalk went up for our side.
You know, I think the first night, I just sat there and the stress was really difficult to deal with at times. And it wasn't necessarily the hunger or the thirst, because they don't feed you good, solid meals. They don't let you get water. You don't have really any access to water except for like the spigot in the sink. And it was the boredom that was killing me. And the book, there was really nothing to do. It was a very tiny yard, so you had all this pent-up energy that you had no constructive way of releasing. The TV was playing. They had a TV, but you couldn't hear what it was saying because everybody in your cell was talking very loudly about how bad each other's private areas stunk, and which one of them was stinking up the jail the most. And that was basically the topic for the entire day. And the books were all very strange. They were either low quality, kind of creepy, brainwashy self-help books or Bibles. And I remember in particular one event that puts my health in jeopardy. When a lady with AIDS had her period, and all of the toilets were contaminated, and people could not use the toilets without fear of contracting HIV. And another scary moment was when the deputy over the intercom, because the deputies would not talk to inmates at all. Well, sometimes. But usually they would ignore you. They had a system of forms that you would have to sign, and you could check for different items, and the deputy would either decide to bring them to you or not. I think another highlight, well, I don't know if you would call it a highlight, but a moment that stuck out to me throughout my 3-day stay was the fact that capitalism is